All right, hello everyone, welcome. We're going to give just a few moments for people to arrive and to connect in the webinar. I'm going to recommend that you keep yourself muted. If you do have a question, you're welcome to ask the question. A perhaps better way to do that would be through the chat function, in which case you can, or pardon me, the question function. You'll see a menu bar on the right-hand side of your screen, a small arrow which leads to questions. And okay, it looks like we're ready to go. So I think we're going to begin our session right now. I believe that everyone can see my screen, and I believe that you can see my webcam as well. My name is Kurt Wood. I am the new development director for Merit. However, I come from a business school background, and I have been an attendee to the Merit Summit in the past. So I am familiar with Merit and very passionate about it. Today, this webinar is going to be, and it's entitled, How to Maximize Your Event Experience. And hopefully, at the end of this, you'll have many more ideas. We want to prepare you to be present and as effective as possible during the Merit Summit in Vienna. Let me go forward in my, presentation. Okay, as I said, my name is Kurt Wood. Joining us today in this webinar will be Flavio Cabral, Bishop, who is the Director of Strategic Partnerships associated with Merit, Denitsa Jevova, who is Project Manager. Many of you will have already communicated with her. She keeps everything together, and she will be giving a considerable amount of information about the nature of the various activities and events that are going to be happening during the Merit Summit. At the end of our webinar today, we are going to have Milica Sabeva, who manages our delegate relations. Many of you will know her already. And she's also going to explain the little app that we will be using during the Merit Summit. And as you all know, this app is very important because it's going to be a valuable tool in helping you to connect with the various people that are present in the summit. And there will be quite a few of us. Voila. So the webinar today and our presentation, we're going to provide you with some information about the summit, who we're expecting, the nature of the people that are coming, and some key figures that I'm sure all of you are very curious to learn about. Then we will go through the program, what is intended to happen during the event, and the various formats associated with the program, how those will roll out in terms of their various forms. Networking opportunities, very key. All of you are there to meet new people, to network, so we'd like to highlight those opportunities for you. And then we'll talk about the exhibition part of the Merit Summit, which is a little different than the speakers and the various other exercises and activities. I'm going to provide you with some tips on how to maximize, how to get the most out of this Merit Summit. And Flavio will come in, give information about the Merit Business Intelligence. So we will be, I'll let him speak about that. And then at the end of the presentation, Milica will be telling each of you about the app and how that functions in detail. Okay, wonderful. We'll proceed. So what I'm going to do now is to pass the microphone over to my colleague, Denitsa, who will give you some information about the Merit Summit and the program, etc. Denita?
Thank you. Yes, thank you, Kurt, and hello to everybody who join us this wonderful winter afternoon to this webinar. First of all, I would like to thank you for your time and your interest. I go directly through the information that I would like to share with all of you. And first of all, I would like to thank you for your partnership for this year in Vienna. We highly appreciate that for sure. And concrete, I would like to share with you some numbers regarding to the profile of the audience that we are going to attract in Vienna this year and about the attendees. So I believe that this information will be quite interesting for you in order to know what kind of contacts and connections you will be able to create on site on the event. So we are expecting 220 delegates on site for the two program days, 16 and 17 of January. And the distribution of this number is actually 120 corporate HR experts from 100 organizations, 80 business school representatives from 32 business schools, and 20 other participants. That means that we have some startup companies, journalists, press, because I would like to share with you that we have this year a huge interest from the medias from different countries, including the local medias in Austria to the event. That's very nice. And of course, partners in these numbers. The countries we will have in Vienna a very nice diversity of countries, most of them in Europe. Germany, UK, France, Austria, Spain, Belgium, Finland, Switzerland, Netherlands, and Portugal. I believe that this information, it will be very important for you because you can plan perhaps some concrete steps regarding to the countries and industries that you are going to expect to be there. So the audience, in general, the audience on the Merit Summit in Vienna is a very valuable mix of HR strategists, C-level decision makers, learning and development professionals, and business schools, executive education, of course. And the objective is actually to all these stakeholders to have the opportunity for networking and sharing ideas for building a better future in general. I would like to ask Kurt just to show us the next slides. Thank you, Kurt, because you can see here more details about the program and the main team for the conference in Vienna, Co-Creating Learning Organizations. As I mentioned before, we have two full days program and exhibition area all these days, 16 and 17 of January. We have the pre-event day on 15 of January. So this year we plan to have two venues. The main venue is Vienna Marriott Hotel. It's a very nice 5-star hotel in the center of the city. And the second venue, and particular for the afternoon on 16th of January, it will be our organizing partner, Vienna University Executive Academy, and you will be able to join the special workshops that we are planned to organize in a very nice campus of Vienna University Executive Academy. So this year, the venue in Marriott Hotel, it's a very nice opportunity to have the conference to be on one floor, and I believe this logistic part, it will be very convenient for everybody. And regarding to the program, it's important to know that we have 2 streams, panels, all the days, 16 and 17. And more information about the formats that we are going to offer to the audience in Vienna. There are quite a diversity of formats, case studies, company challenges, debates, workshops, etc. But I would like to pay your attention on the debates, because the debates are a new version. We are going to offer a new version of the debates. I won't share more information because I believe it will be interesting for you. And one of the most provoking debate topics is paradoxes. Sessions like paradoxes of leadership, among many others, will ignite the debate of HR professionals, consultants, and academic as well. So the main topic of the conference, Co-Creating Learning Organization, this is the big theme of 2019 Merit Summit, naturally sets the tune for collaboration, and on the very particular level, dedicated press schedule 1 to 3 meetings between business schools and corporate executives, enable constructive discussions on finding solutions to current challenges, actually. And we are very happy that we will have in Vienna a high caliber of speakers, corporate speakers from the world's most influential companies such as Google, Amazon, Facebook, and LinkedIn, and many more, of course. And I'm sure you can do a very valuable connections and networking with global brands such as Shell, Coca-Cola, Vodafone, Sanofi, Citigroup. So next slide, please. Yes, the next slide is for the networking and the social program and the opportunities that you can take advantage of them. Starting with an interactive session to guide you on how to maximize your merit experience. We take networking beyond the traditional coffee, lunch, cocktail, gala dinner, and city tour. And we facilitate meetings with leading executive education institutions. Inviting peers for a chat is just a click away with the Merit mobile app for all registered participants, and a little bit later in the presentation we will inform you more about the new application and the opportunities that you can use through the app. We know that the time for learning and networking is never enough, so we advise to have your stack of business cards ready as well, and be creative and sociable during the 2-day event. Keep, of course, the positive energy flow and connect to Merit participants anytime after the event as well. Actually, Merit is a bonding experience that opens up new opportunities for sure. So you can see on the slide the concrete social activities that we are going to organize during the conference. The welcome cocktail, it will be on the pre-event day on 15th of January. The venue is Marriott Hotel. We have coffee breaks during the 2 program days with duration of 30 minutes. And the exhibition area and the coffee breaks will be on the exhibition area. They are on this 1 floor of the conference during the 2 days. The cocktail reception is in the Vienna University Executive Academy campus on 16th of January. So the gala dinner is after that, the same day in the evening. And we are finishing the conference program on the second program day, 17th of January, with very interesting, innovative Vienna City Tour by tram. I believe it will be a very nice experience. And of course, the closing party after that. Next slide, Kurt, please. And as I mentioned before, the exhibition area, I can give you here more details about the exhibition timing. 2 full days on the 1 floor of the conference, 16 and 17 of January. You can see on the slides the timing. The duration is from 8 o'clock in the morning until 5 p.m. The 2 days. And you can set up, I know that this information will be very important for you. You can set up your table on for the exhibition area on 15, it's Tuesday, January after 2 o'clock p.m. And of course, we have some additional option for this setup. This is on the 16th of January between 7 and 8 o'clock in the morning a.m. And some logistic information about the materials that you are going to bring. And this is one standard roll-up banner, marketing materials, fitting your table. And you can see, of course, I hope that, and I believe that everybody knows this information, because we have sent you a lot of emails with information about it. But it's important also to know the size of the tables. You can see on the slide. And so the exhibition area is, I know that everybody knows perfect, it's yet another territory for proactive explorers on the lookout for peers open to co-creation. And I believe that this information will be useful for you. Explore your all that Merit Summit 2019 has to offer, and we are looking forward to immersing ourselves in the spirit of learning and of co-creations. Thank you for your attention. Kurt, could you?
Yes. I hope everyone can hear me again.
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay. I'm going to give a few perspectives on, first of all, putting things into perspective with the objective of making the most of your experience, whether you be a school or someone representing a company. From the exhibition part of the fair, I think it's important to put into perspective what your expectations are. Many of you, if you're a business school, you're familiar with MBA or master style recruiting events. And this exhibition is not really that. This is an opportunity for you to be visible. Some of you will be coming as individuals. Some of you will be coming with more than one of you. The exhibition space is an ongoing space that will be used for coffee breaks. You are not required or even encouraged to be at your exhibition space all day long. However, your brochures, your banner stands are there. It makes a nice natural space reserved for you to meet with people, to speak to people, to step aside, and it becomes your space. But it is not an active sales space where you'll be trying to rope people in. I think it's really important to understand that the summit is really about meeting people, striking up conversations, trying to cross some barriers, and it's not really an auto show type experience. So keep in mind the exhibition space is yours, and people can access it at their own. Being present at the exhibition space from time to time regularly is good. You will have the app, and you can let people know when you'll be available at your exhibition space and when you will be looking for individual meetings. Okay, I'll move on to the 1 to 3 meetings and workshops. These are targeted content-based meetings, and they're an excellent opportunity for our business school representatives as well as our corporate representatives to really talk in depth, to do brainstorming, to really take over and have deeper conversations. We are going to absolutely encourage the anybody coming from companies to respect the meetings that have been set up for the business schools. And it is really important. We know that as business schools, you really need to meet with these companies. So we will be pushing very hard. I will be doing an orientation for our corporate visitors and telling them how critical and how important these 1 to 3 meetings and workshops are for business schools. A very unique opportunity. And obviously, it's what the Advent Group is known to do so well. These 1 to 3 meetings will be scheduled. There is a special desk that will be set up to make sure that these things are happening. And there will be a considerable number of staff assigned to making sure that these 1 to 3 meetings happen, and they happen in a very well-organized manner. Okay, and that's going to be very critical. We know that that's an important point for many of our visitors, especially from business schools. Speaking sessions. The objective of a speaking session, whether it be yourself, whether it be someone representing your business school, your organization, I think it's very important to understand that the best way to brand and to make the most of the speaking sessions is really to be an expert, is to put knowledge first. It is not usually ideal to be trying to pump or to promote a particular program or to overextend your business school. I think it's absolutely okay for a speaker to associate themselves with an institution, to be very proud of that, but to try to over push the institution in a speaking session, I don't think it's the ideal moment to do that. And there will be through networking moments, through coffee breaks, when that's going to be more acceptable and probably will be better. So just from a sales point of view, I think it's important to consider the approach and how best to access corporate guests. Okay, we're going to be encouraging people to promote on social media, and I will say a little bit more about exactly what we're thinking at that point. But those speaking sessions are a great moment to promote your own brand, your own school, your own institution. While that speaking is happening, you can be twittering and you can be really working with social media at that time and creating a lot of buzz. So I'll talk a bit more about that in a bit. Okay, as Denitsa pointed out, there are many networking opportunities, and this summit is all about networking. Network, network, network. It's fun, it's exciting, and we're here to help you to do that. So if you have lulls in your time, if you're seeking to connect with someone specifically on certain topics, feel free to come to approach us and to get our advice and to get us, because we're there to help lubricate, we're there to help get you working together, meeting the people that you need to meet. That is absolutely our objective as well. Whether that be the lunches, the breakfast, coffee breaks, some of them are shorter, some of them are longer, during the reception cocktail, or in particular, the gala dinner. That's a really wonderful opportunity. Okay, you'll learn more about the mobile app as well, but the mobile app is absolutely a tool that, I mean, you just simply have to use it. It's going to connect you directly with the other people that are there. And as Denitsa pointed out, there are over 220 people that'll be present at this event. So it's not monstrous, but it's still a considerable number of people. Okay, so here are some suggestions, what I think you should do. First of all, be proactive. This is not a passive event. This is not a conference. Okay, maybe some people are used to going to conferences. This is really different. You can see by the various activities, it's very hands-on, it's very get involved. So the more you're proactive, the more you're going to get out of it. And that's been our experience with the past two events in both Barcelona and Lisbon, as well as in Singapore and Amsterdam. So familiarize yourself with the schedule, the events, and the key moments. If you don't have that information, and you should, then please, 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 definitely know what's happening before you get there. So you know where to be. Plan for the best use of your time. Figure out who you need to see, and then either we'll help you to make sure that that happens, or you can be actively doing it yourself. We've tried to enable everyone to be the real actor in the summit on your own. You don't have to be reliant on us, although we're there to help. Bullet point your key objectives and prepare an elevator pitch. Really know what your institution does well, what kind of offers. Speak with your executive directors before you come. Make sure that you know what you're trying to put out there and where your business institution really has value for companies. I think really, again, being proactive and prepared. Then learning the app, the software. And really, I think if you've got that combination of things, you're proactive and you're really set up. Set up your meetings in advance and on site, okay? Try to get involved in the maximum number of networking activities. And this is going to be exhausting. This is going to be a very big event. So you're going to have to keep your energy level high and really, really get in there, all right? If you're coming as multiple people, share your roles, divide and conquer. Find a way that each of you can get a break throughout the day. If you've come alone, it's going to be physically challenging. You're going to be very busy, but it'll be a lot of fun too. So you're both an actor and a vector. You're bringing your own experience, your own knowledge, and everyone is there to get that from you as well. It is a shared value within Merit, and that's what we're trying to create. And we've been very successful in the past at doing this. So get involved during discussions, debates, workshops, okay? A bit more on social media. Prioritize building new relationships. The key thing is to meet people, get some basic information, get those contacts started, and you will have time to cultivate those later. You may not have all the time you want to go in depth on a various project, but really try to meet the maximum number of people possible. All right, if you're uncomfortable, if you feel lost, if you need suggestions, encouragement, please ask. We're there. That is absolutely what we're there to do. Okay. All right. So I think the clear objective, I think if you come with clear objectives, you're well prepared, actively involved, and you're effectively communicating, you're going to maximize your summit experience. Remember, the summit is for and about you and your needs. We've worked very hard that this entire summit responds to corporate needs as well as business school needs, and we want to bring you together for sharing, learning, meeting new people, exploring in an environment of openness and safety. And I think that's really important too, and respect, of course, okay? The benefits of this, which you'll be taking home with you, you'll grow your network. You'll be setting up potential new opportunities, getting new ideas, information, knowledge, perspectives. Hopefully, this may even take your business strategies in a different direction, may get some ideas for new projects, or maybe even make connections to work on some new projects. You'll be benchmarking, you'll be looking at best practices, successful projects and ideas, and those that have failed. Looking at trends in the industry, and hearing from enormous leaders from major companies that really have had successes and failures. Okay, exposing yourself and your organization as an expert, putting your best foot forward, and really by exposing your knowledge base. That's what's going to be very interesting here. Voila, you're going to be, hopefully you'll get better at this summit type experience. We realize that Merit Summit is again, it's different than a conference. It asks for a variety of skills to get you connecting. So, you know, we hopefully you'll just get better at this type of experience, which is essentially a Silicon Valley style community experience, and we really want to promote that more and more in Europe and in Asia, and eventually again in North America. Okay, we want you to enjoy the experience, return next year, and we'll be talking more about this, the community becoming actually a member of the Merit Leadership community. Okay. Oops, excuse me. I think oh, it looks like we missed a slide in there. Okay, one of the things I just want, here, anyway, I am going to turn things over now to Flavio, who will be talking about business intelligence. Flavio, thank you for being with us. Okay, Flavio, are you here? Oops.
We are waiting for Flavio just a couple of seconds to join the webinar with us, because I'm sure he is going to share with us a very interesting information about the business intelligence.
Thanks. I just managed to unmute myself, Denitsa.
Okay, welcome, Flavio.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for taking the time to join us today. As Kurt very well put together his part of the presentation, we're doing everything within our means to actually provide you with enough opportunities of network and business opportunities. And so, as some of you might know, we run a business intelligence exercise in our summits, annual, regional, and also in our tailored conferences, customized conferences. So what is it? It's a survey that you run on site that gathers intelligence to identify the needs of all our stakeholders and to provide useful information for our community to help you to develop more business after the summit itself. So for a perspective of a supplier or a business school, pretty much what you're trying to achieve is to gather the information that you didn't have a chance to get throughout the summit and feed you back in with more relevant information that can open doors for new businesses. So summarizing is really a data collection exercise that enables us to identify the needs of our stakeholders and provide useful future services for our community. By community, as Kurt so well said, means the people that have been engaging with us for the last 3 years, participating and providing support for us. You can click now. Thank you, Kurt. So this period, just to summarize the slide. So next slide, please. So how is it done? For the ones who have been, it's a very straightforward exercise, elaborate but straightforward. We have 4 different questionnaires that take place, that is going to be given to you, depending on what you are. And so these questionnaires are going to be given online and also be going around on site. You can click now, Kurt. And the next slide, please. Right. So I'm not going to talk through every benefit of it because otherwise it would be too long. But mainly, as I explained earlier, the benefits for the business schools is to bring yourself knowledge what the needs are of our corporates, what they are looking for, what sort of people they actually outsource, if the training providers is coaches, so you can tailor better your pitch when you get to talk to them after the event. At the end of it, we'll send you an analysis of what the findings were, so you can have an overview of the best way forward according to your own strategy. So, so talking the overall benefits of it would be bringing new business opportunities. For us, will be the assessing the needs of our community, so we can move forward providing you with the best service, which is more relevant for you, whether you're a business school or a corporate. Providing you with business analysis and statistics, so you can actually have numbers to base yourself to when you have to justify your presence in different summits. To provide a source of evidence of the proper source, meaning that whatever the evidence that comes to you is actually comes from a physical source, straight from the original source. So it validates our existence, and again, when you put forward the justification to come to our events, it is all there for you. And to also to assure that the new events that we create are based on your needs and the needs of the corporates and the suppliers. So you come to something that's meaningful for you. And apart from obviously the fact that we're going to put our own expertise, we're going to bring in new topics, we're going to consider everything holistically. You can click again, Kurt, please. And I suppose that's click, and click again. Thank you very much. And I suppose that's pretty much summarize my part. So I'll give the mic back to my colleague, Kurt. Thanks, Kurt.
Oui. Mardi. Mais alors.
Hello, Kurt, can you hear us? Okay, so we will present now. We'll say a little bit more about the application that we'll be using during the Merit Summit. Our colleague Milica will be sharing some more information regarding use of the application.
First, I want to say hello to everyone joining us today on this session. Today I'm going to go throughout the most important features on the application, a little bit more technical part. So first, everybody already have to have an email in their inbox with instructions how to download the application. So we have a link for iOS, iPhone users, for in Google Play for Android, and we also have a web version for phones who doesn't work with any of the above. It's free to download and use. And the information that you need to log in is first and last name. I personally already created an account to each and every attendee we have on our guest list, so everybody can join in the application. To log in, after adding your name, you're going to receive an email with a 4-digit code, which you just need to add in the application, and then you're set. You can start using it. I think one of the most important things is the attendee list. It's awesome because everybody are there. You can search attendees by names, position, organization, or keyword by entering the information in the search box. Also, you can find all the speakers there, not only the delegates, but the speakers as well. By clicking on the name of the person, you can open the profile and see more contact information, more details about he or she. You can invite people to meet with you in a one-to-one meeting, for example. You just need to click on the meeting button and add the information needed there. It's subject line for the meeting, it's time slot, and Kurt, can you please go to the 18 slide so everybody can see what I'm talking about and we can be more visual? Okay, so the other thing you can do is send private messages. So the attendees, you can chat with them by clicking on the message box in the profile of the specific person. So I told you previously about the meeting requests. You can also send and receive ones. You can receive meeting requests and you're going to get each and every time a notification for it. You will see the invitations in the invitations menu where you can choose to accept or decline the meeting. And also, I forgot to tell you previously, when you send a meeting to a specific person, a meeting request to a specific person, you will see the person's response in the My Schedules menu. Of course, they can accept and decline as well. The full presentations for the application guide is in the invitation email I already told you about, but also it will be uploaded in the application as well. So you can check that first and then start using it. Okay, I'm giving the word to Milica. I only want to say my email is milica@adventgroup.net. If you have any questions or you need assistance, I will be on your disposal 24/7 till the end of the summit.
Thank you, Milica. I believe that the application information will be absolutely useful for everybody, and we encourage you to use it and to use all the opportunities. So thank you for your attention, and see you very soon in Vienna. Before we close the webinar, if anybody has some questions, now it's the time to write the questions, and we are here to answer them. We can wait 1 or 2 minutes. Yes, we will be here for you. Thank you for your time, and I would like to inform you that after the webinar.
We have one question.
Sorry, we are not finishing because I see that we have a question. The question is, can you identify which country attendees are from within the app? Filtering. From which country? Milica, do you think you can answer the question?
No, unfortunately, you cannot filter by country the attendees because the person have to upload more details about himself and add the country. I haven't been able to add each and every attendee's country without permission, so you cannot filter by that. But you can check for a specific person for sure.
Thank you, Melissa. So, if we are not expecting more questions, another question? No, it's another question. Okay, so in this case, I would like to inform finally that you're going to receive an active link with webinar recording, and you can share actually the link with your colleagues and everybody who is going to join us in Vienna to be informed about all these details that we have shared with you this afternoon. Thank you.